farmers around the world have launched protests in recent weeks. They're demanding relief from what they say is a crisis.
Agriculture has been on its knees for a long time, and we have reached the end of our rope.
The farmers have had it. They've taken to the streets across Europe.
We're going to protest the way we've been treated in this country as farmers.
Farmers haven't gone on strike, but they've gone out to protest, and they're protesting across the world. You know, governments have got a problem with the people that are feeding them. And I've said this before, you know, you're going to need the farmer once, twice or three times a day. You'll need the policeman, you need the doctor, you'll need an accountant a few times a year, but you're going to need a farmer every single day of your life. And it's about time these governments and these politicians began respecting what we do.
You know, nobody's making any money now. We're struggling to survive now, and this is just going to be a step too far.
Land would be taken out of production and thousands of jobs lost.
Most of the world's food is produced by small farms, family farms, and they're the ones who don't have the depth, the financial depth, and the resources to really shoulder this burden in the way that they're being asked to. They are being asked to adjust to environmental regulations.
Now the question is growing food illegal? If they own the rights to the water, now it's not your water, even though it's on your land, even though it's running under everyone, it should be public access, it should be free for everybody. But now they're saying, wait, no, this is government rights. This is our water. You either have to pay extra fees to run this water, or it's illegal for you to grow your own food.
3,000 farms are going to be shut down in a bid to comply with EU emissions standards. The effects of this scheme are going to be devastating for farmers, but it looks to be it's only the first step in what the EU are planning.
We've got a 29% food increase in this country. You know, we've had one of the poorest springs ever. We are struggling, absolutely struggling to get crops in the ground to grow this food to feed people.
Food prices are up by about 20% in Europe. So you're seeing food prices going up, but the EU is trying to reduce the amount of food being produced. Now, you don't even have to be an economic genius to figure out that that is going to push food prices up even further. So this is a suicide note, what they're embarking on.
As you can see from the videos we have shown you, farmers around the world who produce the food we eat are under attack. The implications from this attack will reach every single household with rising costs and even shortages that will occur in the time to come. Many of us whom Allah has guided saw this coming and made preparations, while the majority still live heedlessly, unaware of the hardships that are ahead of us. The time of Dajjal is approaching faster than you may think, and we all know that he will not appear until the earth is in a state of desperation. His minions are working towards that goal, to get the entire world in a state of dire need and desperation, so that people may turn to him and worship him instead of Allah. If you have the ability to grow your own food, now is the time to start, or support your local farmers however you can. Allah will always be there to support the believers through hardship. We set up our own organic farm 5 years ago, and will do whatever we can to provide for our community once the hardships become apparent. But we advise all those who have the ability to free themselves from these corrupt systems. Do it before it's too late.
So the fact of the matter is this: farming 7 days a week for a year on a 1,000-acre farm has generated an income of £144.
Correct. Fortunately, at the moment, we have this subsidy. When that goes...
What are farmers going to do? I mean, honestly, what are they going to do?